Hi friends, today we are going to go over the foundations of Sirsasana B, otherwise known as the tripod headstand. So go ahead and grab your mats and let's get started. Bring the shoulders over the wrists and we're going to create some circles. Warming up the wrists are really important for any kind of practice, but we're going to be looking at turning on and igniting the core here. You can switch sides. And remember, it's always important to begin an inversion practice with a warm-up. You do not want to roll out of bed first thing in the morning and get into any kind of inversion such as the headstand. And come up into your high plank pose. We're going to do a series of 10 straight arm scapular shrugs. So come into your high plank pose, send the heels back, bring the hands directly underneath your shoulders, and we're going to droop down our chest, squeeze the shoulder blades in together, and then we're going to separate the shoulder blades, round up through the upper spine for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come down to the mat. For every kind of inversion and arm balance, it is important to recruit strength from the shoulders. And through shoulder protraction, we recruit strength to carry us upside down. So come on onto your butts. And we're going to do 20 of these high boats to low boats. So start now. You could even keep the knees bent or straighten it as you please. For 10, 9, 8, 7, squeeze the core, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees into the chest and roll side to side. We're going to rise up. And the way we find the crown of our head, which will be one of the 3 points of contact for the tripod headstand, hence the name tripod. Bring the palm of your hand over your forehead. It should start in the brow line. Drop the middle finger down, and that is the crown of your head. This is the point of contact for the tripod headstand besides your hands. And please check with your healthcare provider if you have spine issues, if it's okay for you to get into any of the inversions, because this is more about spinal mobility than it is about core strength. And if you're not comfortable of getting upside down, whether you're afraid of falling, ask someone to spot you, or you could use a wall to protect you from falling into a back bend. But either way, it's always important to feel comfortable being upside down before doing any kind of inversion practice. So identify the crown of your head, then bring the crown of your head onto the mat and slide your hands from your ears all the way towards your knees. So we're creating this triangle on the mat. So find the crown of your head again, place your hands here, and push the ground away from you with your hands, making sure that you have this 90-degree angle from the wrists to elbow to shoulders. Take a deep inhale, then straighten out through the legs. Walk your toes as closely as you can to your body.
And the first entry we're going to do is we're going to put our knees up high onto our triceps. Squeeze the heels towards your butt. And you can try by lifting one leg up first, bringing it down. Don't forget to breathe. Just see how you feel here. Remember to use your hands as a point of contact here, as your foundations. And when you're ready, you could draw the knees together and lift up. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core, protract through the shoulders. Then exhale, slowly make your way down.
One really important note about being upside down is there's nothing natural about being upside down. There's nothing natural about the inversions. An inversion just basically means any pose where the head is below the heart. Always sit upright after an inversion. Because it's not natural and the blood is rushing through our head, it's always important to take a deep inhale and exhale out. Take a moment to gather yourself. Take a moment to breathe here. And slow and steady always wins the race. Never, ever jump into any kind of headstand. The last thing we want to use is momentum to get ourselves upside down. Otherwise, we risk on falling into a back bend and possibly injuring ourselves, and we don't want that to happen. It's really important that you are engaging the core, the legs, making sure that, I know that a lot of us think it's important to keep the legs over the head. We want to prioritize the hips going over the shoulders, and the legs will follow. For any kind of inversion, think hips over shoulders first. And I'll show you another entry into tripod headstand. So again, you're going to locate the crown of your head. Slide the hands back towards the knees. Create that shelf with your arms here and try to imagine squeezing your elbows together and protracting through the shoulders. Not as if the elbows are going to meet physically, but you want to create that reaction in the body. Then come on your toes, and you're going to walk the feet in. Make sure the hips are over the shoulders, and you're going to pike up. Keep squeezing and reaching out through the toes. And slowly make your way down. And sit upright to collect yourself. Another important note about tripod headstand is it isn't a pose that you want to hold for time, meaning we want to enter this pose and then we want to exit the pose. One of the reasons for that is because our neck is taking in a lot of pressure because it is supporting our entire body weight above our heads. So, with that being said, tripod headstand is a great transitional pose. You could enter tripod headstand and then go into Bakasana crow pose, or you could enter into several different arm balances. But this is not a headstand that we want to hold for a long time. And if you're new to inversions, there's always ways to being comfortable in this pose. So when you're ready, locate the crown of your head, drop your head down, slide the hands just next to the knees. Remember to squeeze the elbows in together, wrap the triceps in. You're going to walk your toes, then you're going to place your knee up high on the triceps. And then you could just
Tap your toes onto the mat. See how you feel here. And when you're comfortable, you can rise up and slowly come down.
Remember to always sit upright after going upside down. Again, nothing natural about being upside down. Engaging the core and knitting the core in, like knitting the rib cage in and engaging the glutes is going to make your body feel lighter. I hope that this tutorial has been helpful for you, and I hope you'll be able to practice the inversions with fun and thoughtfulness into them. Remember to always warm up the body before entering an inversion. Once again, don't roll out of bed first thing in the morning and enter an inversion. We want to make our practices sustainable for ourselves in the long run. An injury-free practice and a practice that is sustainable for our physical body is going to be important for us in our daily lives. Thanks so much for allowing me to share this tutorial with you. It was an honor to share this practice with you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this page for more classes and asana breakdowns. Stay safe and flip your perspective. Namaste.